Most people think they are tired because they work too much, but often that is not the real reason. The body can recover from hard work. The mind struggles to recover from endless noise. My name is Aurelius, and this is the story of a carpenter who learned how to rest his mind without quitting his life. And while you enjoy this story, you'll also improve your English listening skills through clear and simple storytelling. Marcus lived in a small village surrounded by forests. He was respected, reliable, hardworking. People trusted him because he always finished what he started. If someone needed a table, he built it. If someone needed a door, he built it. If someone needed help, he said yes. At first, he felt proud. Being needed felt important, useful, meaningful. Every new request made him feel valuable. Every compliment felt like proof that he was doing something right. But something slowly began to change. The work itself was not the problem. The pressure was. His hands built furniture, but his mind carried expectations. What if he disappointed someone? What if he said no? What if people stopped appreciating him? Soon, his days became crowded. Then his nights became crowded too. His body lay in bed, but his thoughts kept working, planning, worrying, remembering, imagining problems that had not even happened. People noticed he looked tired. "You should take a vacation," one man said. "You work too much," another told him. Marcus considered their advice, but something felt wrong. The problem seemed deeper than work itself. One afternoon, after finishing another long job, Marcus walked into the forest. He wanted silence, not answers, just silence. The trees swayed gently. Birds sang overhead. For the first time in weeks, nobody needed anything from him. Near a stream, he noticed an old gardener. The man sat beside a patch of flowers. He was doing nothing. At least, that was how it looked. The gardener simply watched the water move. Marcus approached him. "Are you resting?" he asked. The gardener smiled. "No." Marcus looked confused. The old man pointed at the stream. "I am paying attention." Marcus frowned. "What is the difference?" The gardener chuckled softly. "Many people stop working, but very few stop racing. The body sits still. The mind keeps running, and that is why they never feel rested." The word stayed with Marcus. Many people stop working. Very few stop racing. He looked at the stream. The water moved without effort. It did not rush. It did not force itself. Yet it always reached where it needed to go. That evening, Marcus returned home. Nothing had changed. The same orders waited. The same responsibilities remained. The same unfinished furniture stood in his workshop. Yet something felt different. For the first time, he questioned the way he carried his burdens. The next morning, he tried an experiment. Before touching a single tool, he sat quietly for 5 minutes. No planning, no worrying, no rehearsing conversations. Just breathing, just noticing the sounds around him. At first, it felt strange, almost uncomfortable. His mind resisted. It wanted activity. It wanted stimulation. It wanted problems to solve. But Marcus stayed still, and slowly, he noticed something surprising. Most of his thoughts were not useful. They were simply noise. That realization became his first lesson. Not every thought deserves attention. Many people believe every thought is important. It is not. Some thoughts help. Others only distract. Wisdom is knowing the difference. Weeks passed. Then a customer approached him with another urgent request. Normally, Marcus would have agreed immediately. Instead, he paused. He checked his schedule. He considered his limits. Then he said something new. "I'm sorry. I can't take this project right now." The customer nodded and then left. That was it. No disaster. No anger. No rejection. Just acceptance. Marcus stood there in disbelief. For years, he had assumed saying no would destroy relationships. But often, the fear was large in reality. That became his second lesson. Healthy boundaries protect energy. They do not destroy kindness. As months passed, Marcus developed a new habit. Whenever he walked between jobs, he stopped rushing, not because he was lazy, not because he lacked ambition, because he understood something important. Speed and progress are not the same thing. One afternoon, he watched children playing near the town square. They laughed freely. They were completely present, not trapped in yesterday, not worried about tomorrow. Only here, only now. He envied them. Then he learned from them. From that day forward, Marcus practiced attention. When he sanded wood, he sanded wood. When he ate dinner, he ate dinner. When he rested, he rested. He stopped trying to do everything at the same time. His work improved. His stress decreased. Not because life became easier, because his attention became stronger. And attention is one of the most valuable resources a person can own. Then another realization arrived. For years, he had tied his worth to productivity. If he accomplished something, he felt valuable. If he rested, he felt guilty. But people are not machines. They are human beings. That became his third lesson. Rest is not a reward for exhaustion. Rest is maintenance. Just as tools require care, minds require care. Ignoring that truth creates problems that no amount of effort can solve. One day, Marcus returned to the stream. The gardener was there again, watching the water, watching the flowers, watching the clouds, exactly as before. "You were right," Marcus said. The gardener smiled. "No." Marcus blinked. The old man laughed softly. "I did not teach you anything. You simply started paying attention." The stream continued flowing. Unhurried, steady, certain. Marcus finally understood. Peace is not found after life becomes simple. Peace is found while life remains complicated. Many people spend years waiting for the perfect moment to feel calm. But calmness is not a destination. It is a skill, and like every skill, it improves through practice. Marcus still worked hard. He still built furniture. He still served his community. Nothing external had changed very much. But internally, everything felt lighter. The burden no longer lived inside his mind. His craftsmanship improved. His conversations improved. His sleep improved. Not because he escaped responsibility, because he learned how to carry responsibility differently. Years later, younger craftsmen often asked Marcus for advice. They expected secrets about woodworking. They expected techniques, shortcuts, strategies. Instead, he usually spoke about the mind, because that was where most struggles began. One apprentice asked, "How do I avoid burnout?" Marcus smiled. "You cannot always control how much work arrives, but you can control how much worry you carry." The young man never forgot those words. Another day, he told them, "Your mind is like the sky. Thoughts are clouds. You do not need to chase every cloud. You do not need to fight every cloud. Simply let them pass." The apprentices listened carefully, not because the lesson sounded impressive, because it felt true. Most people are exhausted by mental resistance, not by life itself. The struggle against reality often hurts more than reality. Over time, people notice a change in Marcus. The same man, the same village, the same responsibilities. Yet there was a quiet strength about him, a calm confidence that could not be shaken easily. He still helped others, but he no longer sacrificed himself to do it. He understood something many people never learn. You can be generous without being available every second. You can be kind without abandoning your own well-being. As the years passed, the stream remained his favorite place. Whenever life felt noisy again, he returned there, not to escape, not to hide, but to remember. There is a difference between movement and meaning. The water still flowed. The leaves still drifted. The wind still whispered through the trees. And each time, the same lesson returned. Life does not demand constant acceleration. Nature never hurries. Yet everything grows. Perhaps that is the secret many people miss. Resting your mind does not require quitting your job. It does not require moving to a distant mountain. It does not require abandoning responsibility. It requires changing your relationship with attention. And so, the carpenter discovered what many spend their entire lives searching for. The mind does not recover because life becomes easier. The mind recovers when it stops carrying unnecessary weight. Remember the lessons of Marcus. Not every thought deserves attention. Healthy boundaries protect energy. Rest is maintenance, not laziness. Peace is a skill that can be practiced every day, because in the end, True rest is not the absence of responsibility. It is the absence of inner resistance. And when you learn that difference, life changes, not overnight, not dramatically, but quietly, steadily, like a stream finding its way to the sea. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more wisdom-filled storytelling journeys designed to inspire your life and improve your English listening skills. Leave a like if this lesson helped you. And in the comments, type these 3 words: rest with purpose. Because sometimes the strongest step forward is learning how to pause without giving up.